Hello, I'm Average Joe. Welcome back to the world, and I have to say, I really like having this beacon around. It just makes mining things so much smoother. Last time, I believe we finished this. We also did some work on the buildings that burned down. I did manage to fix those. I don't think I showed them in the video. What I did show was actually mining with the beacon and everything I got from it. And we got quite a bit of iron from it. Unfortunately, we're going to be using all but 2 blocks today. See, today we're over at the mountain base because I want to make something over here. See, I've got the railway station here all set up. I just need to finish the tunnel. I think I showed this off. It's really hard to remember. A lot of things tend to blur together. But yeah, right next to it, right next to it, I'm going to be building a super smelter because I want to be able to smelt things really quickly. And what we have now, the auto smelter in the mining area, is good, but it takes a really long time to actually smelt anything. So I'm going to be setting stuff up over here. I've got all of what I need in this chest here. I've got the cobblestone for the furnaces. Probably not going to be making as much as we need with the cobblestone, but we also need stuff for redstone. We need iron for hoppers, quartz for comparators, repeaters, just a bunch of stuff. I'm pretty sure we have some smooth stone here because we need those for the repeaters and the comparators. It's probably in here actually. We have some, but I think I should go out and actually get some from storage because 26 I don't think is going to be enough for what we're going to do today. So I'm gonna go and get some more resources and I will meet you guys back here. Alright, I got some more stone and I got some more redstone. And yeah, I guess I can start now. I've been digging this out. I don't actually know how far back I need to go before I can start putting in the redstone. Because it's a funny thing. Immediately beneath the platform here is just air, depending on how far back you go. I think this is about where I started mining. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish back before I can make the room for the redstone. I think. It's difficult to tell. But yeah, this is going to be like the entrance, and then on the inside there's going to be like a storefront where you can just throw things in, and yeah, it'll just smelt things down. And we can use the kelp blocks as the fuel source. I think that's kind of probably a good thing to use, and I'm going to get smooth stone just by mining. I didn't realize that. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah. So we're gonna have all of the things be distributed evenly. I'm not going to be using minecarts except for maybe the fuel, except I have a different idea for how I want to do the fuel, so we'll see. I actually plan on using water streams for the fuel, and the filling in the top will be something completely different, and that's my shovel. Okay, that might be far enough back. Where are my torches? You know what? We have a haste beacon. Let's actually make a big just shopping room. Let's do that, because there's not a lot of redstone back here. Not yet. In fact, there might not be, and it might not matter because this will be farther back than that is. But, where am I going with this? Jump cut. Well, I did a facade for the smelt shop. Now all that's left to do is actually build the system, which is going to be going under the floor, and the output will be like around the front here. So I suppose the first thing I should probably do is make all the hoppers so I actually know how many furnaces to make. So I brought 2 stacks of wood to make exactly 1 stack of chests to make exactly 1 stack of hoppers. That feels good. I've never actually done that in the game before. Anywho, so we've got 1 stack of hoppers, and the system I have set up takes 3 hoppers per furnace. So if we divvy this up, we have 21 hoppers, and if we divvy it up again to 6, we have 10 hoppers. We might need to make more hoppers, because I want to make a lot of furnaces. We have 2 already. Maybe we'll start out with, how do I want to start this out? 10? 12? Let's do 21. Because that was what it was divided by 3, I think. And yeah, even with all these hoppers, we're going to need even more, because I have big plans for this. Big plans. Maybe not necessarily good plans, but big plans nonetheless. So if you remember my furnace from the other world, then you will remember that you can set it up so that there's a hopper system to divide everything out pretty much evenly between any number of furnaces. And I figured I would try doing that, but kind of differently, and now that I'm thinking through it more, I'm realizing that's actually not going to work. So this is the concept I was talking about. The idea is you have a big stack of things and they just kind of flow through. When I made it in the other world, I was having some problems with evenly dividing everything up correctly, and I managed to solve that problem by having extra hoppers down here, so that when it is put in, it's all distributed fairly evenly. I don't actually know how far this will go, but now I'm thinking maybe we should do a different design. I mean, a similar design, but a different design, you know? Like, here, give me a second. Okay, so imagine something kind of like this. So, like, just, aren't they supposed to float in water? Hold on. So like it distributes itself more or less evenly. Like how that one just kind of skipped along into the other one. Now these are all like filling with it. And having like a limiter system so that not all of these would fill up with the same thing at once or something. I don't know. Something like that. It'd be cool if I could figure out something like that, because that would make even distribution so easy. The other easy distribution thing is this. This is basically just a bunch of furnaces with hoppers along the top, and you can put an item in a minecart and it'll just run along and distribute it once or twice. Let's see, it ran out. Each one will pick up like one of the things in the minecart, and yeah. The thing with that is you need three. You still need 3 hoppers per furnace, but you also need rails and a minecart, and you know what, this is actually probably the cheaper way to do this. Oops. So yeah, we'll probably just build one of these in there. That'll be fine. I'm okay with that. This mountain isn't as deep as I thought it was. Well, this is at least a good place to start. The shop will be up there. Down here is where the super smelter is going to be. I'm going to have to do some terraforming to actually cover it up. In fact, there might even need to be more space down here than what we have dug out right now. So I think the first thing we should do is figure out where the input and the output is going to be, because that's going to determine where most of the redstone and the furnace line, where most of the redstone is going to be, and where the furnace line is going to start and stop. So the input is going to be in the back of the store. Yeah, I got some dirt. Say maybe it's like 2, 3, 4, up 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be where the input is. Okay. And the output will be, let's say, I don't know, the other side, in approximately the same spot. So like here. Okay, so from there, the hopper line for taking the stuff out of the furnaces is going to be kind of just flush with this floor. Actually, we should move these back one. And just to test something, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's the floor. So there would be a chest up here with a hopper beneath it going to a minecart chest that would run along hoppers that feed into furnaces, that feed into other hoppers, that feed into this. Okay, right. I think I've got everything sorted out more or less now. It's always kind of tricky, you know? Anywho, I'm going to leave that chest there and then pick this one up. So the minecart will be here, and there won't be a hopper there. It will just be that. But then hoppers will start after this, meaning the furnaces will be here. And that's where we can start the furnace chain without breaking a hole in the wall. So we just kind of do this all along here. Now, spoiler alert, I'm going to try and fit as many furnaces as I can in here, which means it's unlikely we're going to finish this today because we're going to need a lot more than 64 hoppers. We might need 3 stacks of 64 hoppers. In fact, I'm going to need more cobblestone because I'm going to run out of furnaces, and a zombie. And I'm on fire. Alright, so we have 4 rows of 9 hoppers, which means of 9 furnaces, which means we have 36 furnaces in here right now. We're going to need 36 times 3 hoppers, which is... Oh, dang it, I need to get the calculator again. You know, I almost went to school for programming. You'd think I'd be able to do this kind of stuff in my head. I took so many math classes in high school as well. 108. So we'd need 108 hoppers to do this. One on the top of each one on the side of each one, and one on the bottom. And then some more because we got to have it all drain into here. Or, you know, we could just bring this forward one and not have to worry about that. Take out like 4 of them. So the general idea of the output is going to be along here. Each of the furnaces is going to have a hopper underneath it. Each of the rows is going to lead into the hopper chain in the back. And that pretty much explains it. So yes, we're going to need a lot more hoppers, which means we're going to need a lot more iron. But we don't have much iron available to us. Not to mention we still need to make... Excuse me. We still need to make the chest minecarts. Which is actually going to be pretty easy considering I did some caving, found a... what's it called? Abandoned mine shaft. And just kind of went on the lookout for minecart chests. So we've got minecarts and we got chests, so the only thing we really need is more hoppers. A lot more hoppers. I had it upstairs. Let me see if it's still up there. Ah, yes, here we go. 16 blocks of iron. The rest of our iron is there. Those 2 blocks, that is it. Once we use up these 2 1/4 stacks of iron, it's done. We have no more. And they're nerfing iron farms in the future, or at least they're making them quite a bit different. So it's going to be... I've been holding off putting one up because the setup is going to have to change once 1.14 comes around. Yada yada yada. More, maybe not as efficient, yada yada yada, etc. etc. 27 might be a bit excessive. I'm just going to make... I know we need 18 and that much more. So we have 39 iron left to our name. It's getting dark out. I'll get in bed. And all of it is going to be going into here. Oh, hey, we only needed 20, so whoops. So we're still going to need some hoppers for filling the minecarts, but no, yeah, this is good. This is good. We are making good progress here. What am I going to do? I'm going to go get some wool for redstone. Because that's what I like putting my redstone on. So to get this to work the way I wanted it to, it needed some changes. So instead of a chest minecart, we have a hopper minecart, and it will be taking things out of this. Although, by this point, well, let's try something else. Mine. I'm gonna put a chest here, fill the chest with stuff, and then hoppers and things, and let me just kind of show you really quick. So there is a comparator down there. If you didn't know, a detector rail will detect how many items are in a minecart that is on top of it through a comparator. So that comparator will detect how many objects are in the minecart, and this comparator will see if there's any items in the chest. If there are no items in the chest, and there is an item in the hopper minecart, then this will retract, allowing the hopper minecart to be on its way. Now we're going to have a second sticky piston here that will be like that. So if there is something in here, then this piston will retract. Now I think, oh yeah, right, okay. And then another hopper, and hold on a second. Oh, I'm trapped, aren't I? Okay, so we're putting 3 swords in here so that when there is something in the minecart, there needs to be a specific amount for this piston to retract. And I'm just gonna for this piston to retract, there needs to be things in the hopper minecart, but not in the chest. So then this piston will retract. So if I were to, say, put 60 nether quartz in here, it all gets taken out. Okay, we need to update this piston by... Okay, how do we update this piston? Oh, I know. Will this work? Let's find out. Oh, I bet it's connected through that. Okay. Oh, I know. Okay. So now when this chest is empty and the hopper minecart is full. It works! Haha! Yeah! Just took me a while to figure out. The only problem is that's probably gonna stick to the floor. And that's a creeper! Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. Anywho, let's see how much none. Okay, so there's 2 in here, none in here, none in here. Oh, that means they're all okay. I see now. Very funny. Haha. Don't scare me like that ever again. Right, so for now, everyone gets 5 of these, allowing them to smelt 100 items each. Although they're definitely not going to need that much. Right, so for now we're gonna put 5 dried kelp blocks in there, and then I'm gonna run all the way back and all the way back here to get some fish to test this. Whoa. Ow. Okay. We've got 2 rows of fish stacks. So let's see what happens. After 3 stacks, it should start moving on its own. Whoops. Yep, that's on me. And look at all the furnaces light up and make lag because of lighting updates. Haha. I didn't think about that. We're gonna have to light this up. Might have to put a couple more power rails down as well, because this seems to be struggling a little bit. Alright, while that's going on, let's check this. Oh wow, we've already smoked through 2 stacks. Wasn't expecting that, to be honest. That's good though. That's good. That's great, actually. This is good. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time. I do not have a plan for what we're going to be doing next time, but this was fun. Maybe we'll put in a floor, bang out some of the design issues. I said this was going to be a furnace shop, and I wasn't kidding. This is going to sell furnaces and the service of a much faster furnace than the one they will sell you, because it's business. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Have a good day. Don't be like me, get some sleep. And yeah. Bye.